This is Katy.
And this is Patience.
And we're Gummy Buddies. Happy New Year! Yes, we did it!
That only took us 1,000 tries and it was really funny.
We may be crying. Just a little
Go
bit.
to Patreon to see our blooper flippers.
Yes.
They'll be on there.
They will.
It was great. I'm crying. Are you smoking it like a cigar?
I was taking the, what are these things called anyway? Party blowers? That sounds like an orgy position you would hire somebody for.
It's a party blower.
Yeah. Call them with that. Okay.
Yeah. So,
welcome back, everybody, to this very, very special edition of Gummy Buddies. This is the first pod of the year. It's not only the first pod of the year, it's our birthday. We're preteens now.
oh, I was like, our birthday. Our birthday? Where's our gifts?
We gotta buy ourselves gifts.
Aww.
Check out our Instagram for the wonderful
You
snack
did
gift
buy
we
us
got
gifts.
ourselves. It's true.
You can't see them, but obviously.
You
Earwax, unless you can picture things.
Maybe the earwax is a genius, and we just don't know it. What if Einstein had a crap ton of earwax?
Gross. Katy got us squishies.
Mm-hmm.
And they're little
I like
devils.
them. Their names are Flora and Fauna.
You will see a video of them very soon.
So, okay, lots to discuss. First order of business. Yes, we're clearing our throats because we just did nasal spray.
Okay, but don't say it like that because it sounds like we do it recreationally. Like, we just did it to clear our noses because we're stuffing. Not that we do it every hour.
Yeah, but if they hear us sniffling a lot, they could think it's cocaine too. Would you rather have them think we're addicted to nasal? Probably cocaine would be cooler. All right, so the first order of business. Unfortunately, due to good time fun ruiners that have stupid rules and laws, we had to change our raffle. We are no longer allowed to have a raffle. We did not realize this, and that was on us. We didn't read through the fine print because who knows? So, now, what we are going to do for our giveaway, instead of doing a raffle where it is anybody who subscribes can go into the raffle, what we are going to do now, anyone who DMs us on any social media that we have, any social media account at all, you have to DM us your favorite Gummy Buddy quote. And then Patience and I are going to pick our favorite quote out of those DMs. And you guessed it, you're going to be the one that wins our special snack package, our personally picked out PP, our Patreon package, for the launch of our Patreon. So, you do not need to subscribe to the Patreon to be part of this. You do not need to pay us any money. This is just something we want to do for fun, to just to give back a little bit, and we thought it'd be cool to give you guys stuff that we have personally vetted and picked out as great snacks. So, Hayden's just wrote me a little message and showed it to me, but I don't know what she means. We have little whiteboards now. Our Dollar Tree whiteboards. What I do?
I just spelled...
Okay, so everybody shame Patience. Stop the podcast and everybody at once chant shame to Patience, and she'll hear it all the way out here. Shame.
In the middle of nowhere.
She didn't just say it out loud for some reason. She's like, well, what if we have... She asked a great question. And she's here with me, I promise. I'm not just making it up. Why aren't you talking? She said...
What if two people have the same entry?
The same quote. So,
yeah.
Here is what I say to that. We're going to cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to be real with you guys. I will be surprised if we have anybody submit a quote. So, we're still a small podcast, and that's okay. This is a lot of this is for us. We have fun listening to ourselves and just goofing off and being dumb, and we're those people that have all these ideas but not a lot of follow-up with them. And this is something we're really proud of. We've followed up with this, and we've made a thing. And no matter how many people are out there listening, I think that people that can relate to us will enjoy our thing.
Okay, you just got really deep again. You sometimes get like really deep when we do our podcast, and I'm like,
you like it to go a little shallow, like just the tip?
You hit my feelings.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit them?
Like,
I'm not
you got too deep.
Oh, okay. All right.
Too deep in there.
No deep.
No deep. I don't like it deep.
All right. So anyhow, back to the giveaway. Long story short, new promotion. Old raffle is out because of stupid rules. New giveaway is in all social media.
It's not called a giveaway. It's a contest.
It's a contest. Yes, you have to DM us in order to qualify on any of our official Gummy Buddies Podcast social media accounts. That's going to be at Gummy Buddies Podcast on TikTok, on Instagram, on something, Patreon. You have to DM us on one of those puppies. Your favorite Gummy Buddies quote. We're going to pick out our favorite of your favorites. And the ultimate quote, the ultimate quoter, will get a personally picked out snack package.
And it's free.
It's free. Again.
FREE. We're not going to get
Nope.
sued.
Not critic report. Okay.
That's how old we are.
Thanks for that.
Sorry. Continuing.
All right. On to the next item on the agenda. We're going to test out. I say we're going to test out a timer, and I forgot to set it up before the podcast.
Yeah.
I swear I silenced my phone.
Things are going wrong. Okay, so we kind of agreed that we're going to try a timer out. We think, no one gives us feedback, so thanks, people.
Thanks.
We don't know if you like how long the episodes are going, so we're going to set a timer. Today's episode, I get to pick the topic and talk today, so I'm a little nervous that I'll talk over.
She's gonna do great. We are not necessarily going to stop at the timer. What we're doing is we'll set it for an hour and 30 minutes. And this is just to get us to try and create some uniformity for the pod. I realize that a lot of good podcasters have consistency with their time. So we're like, you know what? Maybe we can make this work. The problem with that for us is that our high levels are different all the time.
Okay.
So, I don't know. We're just looking for some consistency because it can vary.
I'm finished swallowing my gummy. Not that gummy.
We gotta stop pre-gummying before we gummy. You know what I'm saying?
So, I said I was going to do it, and I gotta think about what I was going to say. If you listen to our previous episode, Pull yourself together. When Katy did her story about the Hoya. The Hoya forest, I did not get as high as her, and I think part of it was just because I was sick, I wasn't feeling good. I think that we wanted to keep the realness of, like, sometimes we aren't at our, like, best when we're high. Like, sometimes not that, like, I didn't, like, not enjoy myself. It was just very, like, I couldn't experience the same things you did, and it was so sad that I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I apologize for how I sounded. I wasn't annoyed or angry or mad. I think I just wasn't feeling good, and I was just ready to end. So we kind of have set, like, some rules between ourselves that, like, when we get to a certain point, that we're going to respect each other's decision to just not, like, abruptly end, but kind of wrap things up. Because it's not fair to anybody else to listen to us if we're not in it.
Yeah.
To win it.
Yeah, we don't want to draw it out if it's not entertaining. But as working moms, we don't always have the time to just redo an episode. And it would be, you're not going to get the raw reactions if we redo it. Because we like to do it, like, completely not knowing what the topic is. We like to be surprising each other for a genuine reaction. So, yeah, we're gonna test out this timer thing because that way if one of us is not feeling it, we have an ending point for the episode in general. That and like I said, the consistency. So doing that, one other quick thing we're gonna mention is that we are going to change the order of our episode features, so it'll be a little different than normal. Well, we will talk about some things we learned this week a little bit later on in the episode, maybe rant a little, tell a couple little anecdotes from our week. But yeah. One feature we're going to introduce, breaking news, is going to be a feature of previously on Gummy Buddies. And it is going to be us mentioning the crap that we made mistakes on or wanted to clarify that we assigned to ourselves as future Katy and patients. So.
Yes. So, as of last episode.
Yes.
We watched the Ghost Adventures episode. Well, I didn't watch it with her. I went to bed. I was tired.
You watched some of it with me, though.
Mm-hmm.
You were there for a good 15, 20 minutes of it.
It was mixed in with the hotel, oh my gosh, Hotel Transylvania. Oh my gosh, it was mixed in with the Dracula stuff, so I don't know how much was in it. I don't remember it that much, but some of it was kind of coming back to me, so I don't know what you watched or what was in it.
I watched most of it.
Are we allowed to talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did he get thrown?
I did not see him. I thought Zach Baggins was going to get
Baggins.
Baggins.
Sorry.
Baggins.
Bagans.
Baggins.
Baggins.
It's bacon. Like that?
I love bacon. I love bacon. I love bacon. I love bacon. I love bacon.
Okay, so that's that. I mentioned a haunted lake that was man-made. The lake I was talking about was Lake Lanier. Look forward to doing an episode about that bad boy, because interesting topic there. And finally, before we clink, I also said Being Human, the TV show, had a witch, werewolf, and vampire, and I was an idiot. I knew I was an idiot, but I didn't notice that I said that. It is a ghost, a vampire, and a werewolf. Thank you for listening to this week's segment of Previously on Gummy Buddies.
You wasn't finished. Okay, your Being Human thing, I'm going to show you the show that it made me think of. It's called...
I totally forgot.
The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell. This is the front of it from Netflix. Okay?
Is she trans?
No, you'll see what she looks like here in a second. And they make, like, Halloween desserts. I believe it's mostly desserts. And there's a werewolf in it, and this is what he looks like.
Oh my
and
god.
Walks around like that. It's really funny. Look, and then there's a talking raccoon.
Oh,
Katy,
I see it better now.
It
Okay.
is so...
The first graphic you showed me looked...
It's so funny.
That
Katy,
looks like Sir Didymus from Labyrinth. I want to watch it now.
this was the first picture I ever saw.
You need to screenshot that and save it so that we remember
It's
to
really...
watch it.
To watch it
cute.
is... Like, she bakes things, but, like, there's kind of, like, stories within her baking. Like, it's really weird.
Okay.
I think you'd enjoy it. I think it would be fun.
Now I gotta.
So
Just for that
screenshotted
cute little puppet alone.
They're so cute.
All right.
And, like, there's like, I believe one episode where some stranger comes knocking on the door, and they're like, or it was the werewolf or something, and the raccoon's like, don't let him in! Don't let him in! Make him stay outside. It smells like wet dog in here. I don't know, something like that. We'll have to watch it. That's actually kind of funny that's what the Being Human thing I thought you were talking about. And I was like, oh, of course you watch a baking show like I did.
No, but that is a good show that you have to add to your list of shows to watch. Being Human, I mean.
I have so many.
We'll trade
I
these.
watched
Yeah,
Men in
you-
Black for the first time.
but
Me.
you
I fell asleep for
asleep.
15 minutes.
So,
But
let's say
I still
you
watched
mostly
it. It was pretty good. I was actually kind of impressed. And I just watched Constantine. It's up there on like a good scale of
I've never
movies.
watched Constantine all the way.
I liked it a lot.
I do like Keanu Reeves. That was like prime Keanu Reeves. I mean,
Yes.
granted, the whole Keanu Reeves there is prime Keanu Reeves, but...
The first time I ever saw him, he was actually one of my crushes growing up.
Oh, yeah?
Babes in Toyland is a really old movie he was in, and it's the only one I remember him in. Like, that was the first time I
have no
ever saw
idea
him.
that he was in that movie. Is that a musical?
I don't think so.
I can't remember. I've never seen it.
Add it to the watch list.
Babes in Toyland.
Oh, we said not to write on this page.
We gotta clink because I'm excited for your topic.
Okay. So, my topic is broken up into a few different parts. Just to kind of get her feeling it. I got some questions.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to pave the way. So, we're actually going to clink first.
Mm-hmm.
Preemptively, maybe that'll, like, kick in the gummy more, because I feel like we decided to do this because we felt like you weren't getting much of the gummy experience, because we kind of end after. That's when, like, we kind of peak.
Nobody
I don't know.
wants sober us. I mean, maybe
Who
a
are we
little
kidding?
bit, but we want you to get more gummy us, so we're gonna
Clink.
All right.
We clinked this time.
Oh, yeah.
We normally go tink. No, I go tink.
No.
And I forget to say something. Okay, shut up.
So far,
patience.
this is good. right now, today, once again, we're going through the jar. So we have the 50 Shades of Green, Delta 9, 10 milligram gummies. 10 milligram each, right?
There's
Don't
a
mind
cat
my
here.
cat Raspberry with her little bell climbing up in their podcast area. Girly girl. This is our podcast. You don't speak English.
The after swallow was kind of gross.
There's a bitter taste on my tongue a little bit, but the flavor in general wasn't bad on the onset. It's the outset that gets you. But that's usually how it is with Delta gummies. We still have yet to look up if there's capsules.
We always forget.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I taste it now.
And we complain about it later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like, I just popped a regular candy gummy after I had the Delta gummy. And for some reason it brought out the marijuana flavor.
Gross.
All right, Raspberry, you're cute, but you have a bell. And I can't edit that out. So, shoo.
Okay.
Shoo.
Sorry, that was a really big
Oops,
inhale
sorry.
and exhale.
Yeah, it was.
So, I want to talk a little bit about, like, how we want to write our stories. So, the Waco story that I did, I was prepared, but not together.
You mean write our notes.
What did I say?
Write our stories.
Okay, well.
So you mean, like... Okay, got it.
The Waco one, I knew the content, but I didn't piece it together right to make it flow. And I know I said so and a lot, so... Oh my gosh, I just said something so... I just about
You're
said
an
it again.
addict.
We need the bonking hammers, so every time we do something we don't like, we just smack each other.
We'll just get, like, the water spray bottle we use to shame the cats. We'll get one for each other.
That is something that it will change this episode. I actually took time out of my day to write it out, kind of make it flow nice.
I mean, you took time out of your day for the research before, but now it's like...
Yeah, I had it already together. I already had it researched just to make it into to me it's a story or a presentation because they're kind of like different topics, but they like go together in one. It's very confusing.
Question. Did you ever think, like, as a little kid, once you escaped homework, that you would be voluntarily giving yourself homework to do for when you were doing drugs? Just a thought. like, high school me would have been like, I'm never going to touch a presentation again. And here we are like, maybe we should do PowerPoints. Let's write essays. I think we should do it verbatim. Anyways. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would have never thought I would be doing this for fun. But in the sense, though, we're talking about things that we like.
Yeah.
Not like something we're forced to do. It's topics we get to choose at our own leisure, and I think that's what makes it enjoyable and fun.
That's true.
And we have different, things that we like, so to give it to each other, I think it makes it more interesting because we respect what each other likes. So I think that's why it's a little more fun.
I think that's true. And as adults, we appreciate learning about things that we both have similar interests anyway. And I think that something that interests you won't necessarily interest me, but then when you start telling me about it because we love each other, it's going to be like extra interesting. You know what I mean? Like, you know what interests me and you're like, oh yeah, I want to learn about that because you find it interesting.
Yes.
But then high school me would have been like, that's stupid.
Stupid.
Me. I'm Katy.
So. My water's gone.
It's a good thing you have a second water. Why do you have two?
I got really nervous that I would need more water.
Now you're going to pee your pants and then ruin the whole pot area.
So my topic today is space.
The final frontier.
And there's a few different things. I'm doing the thing. Stop saying someone patience. Oh, yes. Get the
Fine.
There are 3 different topics grouped in with the space category that I want to talk about that are pretty long. So I'm going to apologize in advance.
Okay.
So my first question to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to be when you grew up that was actually, like, achievable? I mean, I guess anything's achievable, but, like, in your scope. Like, thinking about it now, you'd be like, oh, I could so have been this.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I think that I actually... Sorry, the cats are attacking us as per usual. It's fine. I'm going to send them out into space. Cats and panties. Sorry. That's a callback to the last episode. We got to put them to work somehow. Either astronauts or panties. I think that I would have wanted to be a doctor. I did want to be a doctor for a long time. My dad worked in the medical field, and my sister did. Everyone in my family did, for the most part. And that's what I wanted to be. Definitely abandoned that because I did not want to do any more college than I already had. And I don't have sympathy for people anymore. So, yeah. What about you?
I still would rather... I still would like to be either a marine biologist or an astronomer. But I know astrophysics is really hard, and I'm not even good at math, like, as it is. So...
It's okay. It can be a dream from another life.
So... that's why I chose space, because I like reading about it. I like doing the research about it, even though I'm not, like, involved.
You're not evolved. You're cave patients.
So...
Booga booga.
I keep saying so, and it's, like, taking me off.
I'm not even noticing it.
I want to, like, tase myself every time I hear myself say it.
Let me go get the electronic lighter thing that my boss bought.
Oh my god, I just did it again.
You just made me spit.
There's a game that I've been wanting to play with you. The Moose Master game. And you, like, stop thinking about Moose Knuckles.
I'm not.
The rules of the game are things like you can't say so or you get, like, a card.
That's
like as
a
penalty
pizza box game rule almost. Okay, I don't know how bad this jingling is in the background, and I just told Patience, I'm like, it's fine, I can edit it out. This cat is going crazy over here. Raspberry.
She smells our snacks.
I think she took cocaine. Raspberry. Did you get into the catnip? She just like, oh, I need to tell you a story. Okay. Elijah. So we were sitting and watching our show last night, and Elijah goes, Cheeky, come here. Come here right now. Come over here.
Look at her. She's stuck in the thing catnip.
You need to get a picture of that. That's so funny. The cat just climbed up the back of my chair that has all the snacks in it, got herself stuck underneath a cardigan our friend crocheted me, sorry. And now she is trapped underneath it and can't figure her way out. You're an idiot. All right. Oops. Sorry, guys. Give me just a quick pause break. I'm finishing that story, though.
Okay.
Basically, he was like, Raspberry, or Cheeky, come here. And she looks at him, and then she just looks at me. And she just sits there and keeps staring at me and completely ignores him. And Elijah's like, really? That was funny. That's my story. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry about this. I promise we're professionals. All right, I'm so sorry about that, people.
We are back.
Action.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready nervous. I have 3 topics written down.
I'm going to say it again. You can fact check me, but most of this I researched and it should be, like, close to a T. There are probably some things in here that I'm like, I'm not 100% sure if I understood it, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. But the first one's great.
That's why we get the fine print. We're like, Gummy Buddies isn't educational. They're not.
We're high when we do this. You can't expect us to do anything.
If somebody is actually, like,
you're wrong. Okay, we know one person who would do that.
Yeah.
Okay. On Friday, April 13th, 2029, so that's in 4 years from now, an asteroid named Apophis will be the closest and biggest known object to come close to Earth.
Stargate! Apophis! Apophis is from Stargate!
Yes. Named after Apophis, the Egyptian god of chaos with powers of darkness and destruction. The Egyptians back then, I believe, named it.
Ooh.
And that's what, see, like that, don't fact check me, but I'm pretty sure. That's what Neil Tyson said.
Ooh.
I got everything.
Neil deGrasse.
I got.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes. I just
Neil Tyson. I know.
I don't like to say Degrassi. I don't know. I feel like it takes so long. I watched so many videos with him today, so. as I do sometimes. It is roughly the same size as the Eiffel Tower and can fit nearly perfectly inside of the Rose Bowl.
What's the Rose Bowl? Is that a football field?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's at 340 meters, which is 1,100 feet.
Okay.
So that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
Yeah. So it's passing by? Like, it's just, it's...
Oh, here's the kicker.
Uh-oh.
Let me get to it.
Okay. We're gonna die, aren't we?
So, it was formed in the astrobelt between Mars and Jupiter, and it was discovered in 2004.
Okay.
Okay? It's classified as an S-type of asteroid, so it's a stony type made out of metallic nickel and iron. And its shape, the shape kind of changed more. I, read different places. Some say it's peanut-shaped, but to me, it's not so much peanut-shaped, but I'll show you a picture of it, and you can kind of decide for yourself what you kind of think the shape looks like.
It's going through an emo phase.
So,
okay.
I'm so excited. If it passes by us, there's not a 50-50 chance. I think the percentage has gone down now. Back then, it was like a 30% chance that this thing could hit us.
Great.
And so it said that the Northern Europe has the best view of the asteroid when it goes by. The communication satellites are roughly 23,000 miles above us, okay? Mm-hmm. The asteroid is predicted to be in the 18,000 miles above us.
Oh.
And it's...
So how big will this thing be, in the sky?
I believe it's big. It'll look really big. Whoa. It'll be big and bright. In red. It is predicted to be moving once, I believe, it hits our Earth's, gravitational pull. Mm-hmm. 10 miles per second.
Is this the one, I think I saw a tiny clip, is this the one where he was saying, everyone was panicking about it, but then he's like, well, there's a good chance it's just going to break apart anyway?
I don't know.
This is the perfect time to remind you haven't seen Armageddon, and you're going to kick yourself for not having watched it before this. I'm just saying.
The
future patience.
I haven't heard that. So, the wheel.
Of fortune? Yes.
The way Neil described it is it needs to thread a keyhole, which is only 700 miles long, wide.
Okay.
For it to not get pulled into our, atmosphere to come to Earth. Okay. So it has to, perfectly come in between here. For, or something for it to not get to us.
Somebody just needs to go poke it out of our path.
If it's knocked above the keyhole, they would just have to nudge it only 300 miles out of the way. Okay. So there's Neil kind of came up with not came up with it, but he's every country should chip in and we all should develop a research program. So if something catastrophic like this happened, we could be prepared. And it was kind of like the UN.
Way too much sense.
And he said there's a Project Sentinel going on, which is I don't know if they're preparing for the asteroid or in general, if there was something from space to come, they have the tools, but he briefly mentioned it. It wasn't something I researched. So if you want to do that in your free time, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a very smart idea.
I don't know too much about it. So I'm sorry that I didn't research that.
Shame on you.
I feel like I should have.
I mean, you can't research every single tiny little nuance of a topic, or we'd have episodes that are 10 hours long.
The difference between a meteorite and an asteroid, can you tell me what it is?
Okay. I don't know for a fact. I have two guesses. My first guess is a meteorite is...
Sorry.
Specifically one that falls and hits Earth. And an asteroid is one that just goes, it's a chunk of rock in space in general. My other guess is what it's made out of, metal versus rock.
I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I asked to see what you thought. To me, a meteorite is what passes through our atmosphere and comes to Earth because basically all the rock gets vaporized because it gets really hot, and all that nickel and iron turns into the
Yes.
Thank you.
Molten.
So it just turns the color of it, because if you look at meteorites, they're actually like shiny and black. And I believe that's all that being solidified.
Or if you're
whatever.
Stephen King, it turns into meteor shit.
Okay.
Remember the Creep Show episode I showed you?
I don't remember.
On the movie where he's got the meteorite lands and it's got the green goo and he touches it and then like green fuzz grows on his hands and it takes over his whole body.
Oh, yeah.
Meteor shit. And he's a hillbilly.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Because then his whole apartment turns into it. The
house,
house,
it takes over the whole,
Yeah.
Great episode. Yeah.
What was I saying?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
you were
it's
saying
okay.
the difference between a meteor and an asteroid.
And then I believe an asteroid is just its normal form without it being hot and melted together. That's my belief. I didn't research that either. It's probably a good thing. I should have. But
Are we assigning this to future patients?
I don't know. We can.
Future patients. This is going to be on previously on Gummy Buddies in our next episode.
I didn't really think about it, so shame on me. If it does come to Earth, they said that it's not a planet killer. Like, we're all not going to die. But if it did impact Earth and it hit, like, a large city like New York, L.A., there would be, like, catastrophic deaths. Like, people will die.
Makes sense.
Because there was one, like, years ago where one crashed, and then, you know, like, the shock waves afterwards?
Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't cause, like, tidal waves in the ocean and everything, too?
Depending on where it's hit. But, like, with the aftershock, like, there was something that happened with, like, an earthquake or something. I don't remember what it was. And the shock waves after, people went to go see what, like, they were up in a building or something, and they went to go look out. Well, the shock wave broke the glass, and people, like, died from cuts from the glass, and like, people falling out of windows because they were, like, looking around to, like, see, and it, like, shook them out a window.
Where was this in the world?
I don't remember. India. Someplace in India, I think, but I could be wrong. It was So
it wasn't just an earthquake, it was specifically from
something. I can't remember if it's the meteorite thing that I read it about or not, but that was really interesting because I never thought about that. But it won't kill us. Like, the whole planet isn't going to be extinct because it hits us.
Not because of that, anyway. It'll be because of the lizard people.
You'll have to, like...
Is this the quantum thingy?
No,
that you were like, okay.
So, if it hits the ocean, which they said if it does hit, there's most likely a chance it'll hit the ocean because our Earth is what?
How many years we got left to live? Let's see my notes. 2029. 4 years.
Basically, if it hits the ocean, once it hits the floor, because it'll hit it with enough speed, it'll cause tsunami after tsunami. And it'll be... The way
terrifying.
he described it was like, okay, it'll hit the main land in like 50 seconds. And then it will instantly draw back. And then like, it'll like keep going back and forth until that ripple
until it
stops.
Calms down, just like any other splash, like a cannonball in a pool.
And it was really interesting to like think... So
interesting or terrifying.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
I like that it's not a planet killer. Like, that's what I always thought it was.
People have a fear of the ocean, like the deep ocean. I think the deep space is creepier than the deep ocean.
Oh, dude. See.
I think it's cool, but it's definitely
creepy.
scarier to me. Because of this type of thing.
Meteors pass by us all the time and we just don't know it.
True. I mean, I used to go sit out and just watch for shooting stars on nice nights. Like, I'd go out Elijah's... window and lay on the roof. Yeah.
Something about space is just really pretty.
Yeah,
I love looking at nebulas like online.
Did you ever own a telescope?
Yes,
I never did.
Long.
I had a microscope. That's the difference between us, right there. You had a telescope and I had a microscope growing up.
I can't remember. I got it for my birthday one year.
That's really cool.
It was fun.
You need a new one.
That
Future
is
Katy, remember that for your gifting plans.
my first story.
Okay.
That was my first one. I thought it was really interesting because I've heard it before, and now it's not talked about a lot, but I feel...
So when you say your first story, you mean your first topic about space?
Yes. It'll all kind of loop together.
Some topic. Okay.
I've heard about it before, but I wanted to bring it up again since 2029 will be here before we know it.
Yeah, New Year.
And I think it's really creepy that this will happen on a
Friday
Friday.
the 13th.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
I was like, oh, like...
Do you remember how everyone with, like, the Mayan calendar was freaking out because it was going to end in 2012 and stuff like that? Like, what if this was actually it?
Yeah. And that, it's nuts.
We're going down, people. It's been real.
So, that was my first one.
Very good.
The next topic is called the Great Attractor.
Them titties. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so you know what a solar system is.
Yes, it is a group of planets orbiting a single sun.
Star, but yes.
Star, which
well, same thing.
I'm calling all the star suns now.
Okay.
I mean, all of them had to have a parent.
And then what is our solar system?
Like what is
like,
ours?
Like we
Sun,
are in the
Mercury. No,
we're in the solar system.
Okay.
But then where is our solar system at in the universe?
Milky Way galaxy.
Yes.
Yes.
Gold star.
Yay.
When you think of the Milky Way galaxy, what do you think of? Not
candy
the
bar.
I knew you were going to say the candy bar, not the candy bar.
I love the candy bar. I should have bought Milky Way Midnights. Okay.
We're thinking about food already.
When I think of Milky Way, what do I think of? Andromeda Galaxy too.
Oh my gosh, I love you. We will talk about the Andromeda Galaxy here in a little while. I'm really excited that you brought it up because it's a part of like this big topic that I'm talking about.
It makes me think of androgel, which is a testosterone gel.
Okay, that's not what it makes me think of. Right there's the difference between us. So we live within our solar system, obviously, and then we are a part of the Milky Way galaxy.
Or is it a simulation? Do we live in our solar system?
Oh, bringing back to the topic of last episode, something we need to also refresh on. Or maybe it was a few topics ago. I said something about being a cell within a cell within a cell within a cell, like the infinities.
Mm-hmm.
When we were watching Men in Black, the ending...
Oh, you finally watched the ending. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was picturing before, because I must have seen that ending somewhere.
You did. I showed it to you. I pulled it up on YouTube when we were high, and I made you watch it.
Oh my gosh.
How did you forget that?
It feels like a fever dream. Because when we watched it...
You described it, and I said, Patience, this is what you're talking about. I pulled up the Men in Black ending off of YouTube, and I made you watch it.
I didn't remember.
I'm surprised you forgot that. And you were like, yeah, that's it.
When we watched the ending...
We need a name for that, Patience.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's
We'll get back to you on that, people. What? It could be literally anybody, anywhere.
Do you know us? When I finished the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, TJ, that's it. This is like my whole simulation thing of like being within and within and within. Mm-hmm. So I love that. Love it. That is what I'm thinking when I think of that. So we are on the Milky Way galaxy has multiple arms in this spiral. And we are located on Orion's arm. It's called the Spur of Orion, but...
What's the noise?
I think it was my arm.
I thought it was a cat party.
And it's really...
I just dropped my book.
The galaxy is really pretty. I looked up the... Oh, I want to show you... Hold on. Pause, people. I'm getting ahead of myself. I just closed out of something that I needed.
I think I'm at a 1 at least, because I just tried to write Milky Way and I put Mickley.
I am not. This is roughly what the asteroid looks like.
It looks like... That looks like an ultrasound for a baby.
They do use that kind of technology.
What? How does that work? Because I thought ultrasound had to be, like, close up.
I think it's x-rays. Which I know are different, but, like...
I like to learn about the, in forensic files, they always talk about the high mass spectrometer? Something spectrometer. What's the word?
I don't know. I don't watch forensic files as much as you.
I'm sorry, you don't watch what?
I said I don't watch forensic files as much as you.
Sounded like you said forensic, like you had a hard time saying it.
What is it? Do you know what it's called?
A high mass spectrometer, I think? An electromass spectrometer.
What does it do?
it takes substances and you put it inside there and it measures the quantities of elements in things, and then it tells you what the substance is. It's the way they test for gunpowder residue and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The more I know. Something I learned this week.
I don't know why I can't remember that. Now you're just cheating.
I didn't have a topic at all. Yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting. Mm-hmm. I wondered how they did that. I was just like, some sort of thing that happens. Yep. Some smarty pants does it.
I think it'd be so cool to be one of those scientists, though. Like, how cool would it be if you were testing everything for DNA and it was, like, super, super important and it was for, like, a make-or-break trial or something? I don't know. I think that'd be freaking awesome.
I wouldn't want to be on there.
Oh, I love it. I need to do that in another life. Future Katy.
I believe this is a predicted photo of the Milky Way galaxy, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
We are located right there.
Oh.
This is a black hole.
When you cross your eyes, that whole thing does look like an eyeball. You look special.
This right here is actually the Milky Way. Like, it's the edge of the Milky Way. So when people...
Like, that's our arm?
It's one of the other arms.
Oh, okay.
I believe they call it the disc, but I'm not sure.
Boring.
I'm not 100% sure.
Petition for them to rename that into something cool.
That is, like, to me, this is everything. Like, it makes me just so excited to look at pictures like that, because I'm like, imagine the possibilities out there.
You like that the same reason that I like graves and
she likes dead people.
No, but like cemeteries. It's you're like the idea of being connected to. I'm gonna get deep on you. You don't like the deep, because she's so shallow. But yeah, the cemetery thing. I think it's a similar. Like, I get it.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I can see it.
Just being connected. And, like, part of something.
I hate cemeteries.
Cool.
Hate it.
I love it. I mean,
but that's one of our arms. So I think that's really pretty. If you obviously live in the middle of nowhere and you have, like, I believe you have to have a good enough telescope that can distinguish the lights, but you can see it. Can you see it without it?
Sorry, what? I went down a little rabbit hole in my brain.
Okay.
See what without it?
I don't know. No, I was talking about can you see the other arm, like, out here where we live?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tried?
Usually the skies are really clear out here.
Okay.
That's the one good thing about living in the butthole of America. Where nobody wants to go.
We're not going to disclose that location.
Not down to the foot anyway.
What was your rabbit hole?
My rabbit hole was, I pictured us, like, I didn't ISS it. I'm getting, like, a good 3 already.
I'm not.
This is okay. You know what? Because you have your topic. You need to be more focused right now. Before I let you resume your topic, I pictured us going into a cemetery with a Ouija board and doing a Patreon video and me letting you do the Ouija board.
I so want to do one.
Okay, here. I will make a pact to you right now. Pinky promise. If we ever... to have a pinky is fine.
Oh.
If we ever reach... Look, I'm promising you, if we reach 1,000 Patreon followers, I'll let you take me to a cemetery.
People. And do a Ouija board?
And do a Ouija board. I don't want to. It goes against everything. I will be... It's going to ruin cemeteries for me. They're my happy place.
Would you do the Ouija board with me, or would you just make me do it solo?
No, I would do... I mean, the whole point is, like, you do it together so that you're...
I was going to say, if we can ask Kat, and Kat can come. I know Kat would do one with me, I think. Jake said he'd do one with me.
She could be our first guest on a Patreon video.
I don't know. I really want to do it so bad. I want to do it. I don't know how we got to... Oh, the cemetery.
It's my fault. Right. I'm sending you down all the trails.
So, the Great Attractor is not a thing or a place. It's more of a wavelength.
Okay, like a magnet.
Like a force kind of thing. Like, it's really weird. So, it's pulling galaxies towards it. Right now, the universe is spinning at like 600 million.
So, we're part of a drain, like pulling.
Yeah. Our galaxy galaxy is going like 6 million miles
You
per
said
second.
this is a bad topic to do high because my brain's already firing on a million cylinders. So, like, we could be the very, very center of our own black hole because it's like, don't black holes like do the same thing and suck in?
So with the Great Attractor, it's pulling us to it. But I don't think they know what is in it. Like, because you can't...
I thought we were, like, at the center and we were the Great Attractor. Like, I thought...
I don't know which direction or how it's pulling us.
Future's probably going to be like, Katie, you're an idiot.
They did show a diagram of the way it's pulling, but I don't quite understand it at all. Like, I don't quite understand. Due to the bright lights, the Milky Way galaxy emits a place that we cannot see, and it's called the zone of avoidance.
Ooh.
I believe that's how they said this is where the Great Tractor, we just can't see it because it's behind this big light that we're emitting.
That's weird.
And,
like a giant Godzilla could be lurking there.
We just can't see anything because it's so, I believe, that picture I just showed you, it's behind there and we just can't see it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That is weird. This is a horrible topic.
So with us being pulled to it, they don't know. I don't think they know what happens if we get pulled to it. I believe all the galaxies would just come together and then we just like explode.
Right.
This is like billions of years from now, they predicted. But due to the dark energy, which is, they call it dark energy, but it's basically the universe is expanding faster than this thing is pulling us in.
Okay.
So they call it dark energy, but it's like the acceleration rate of the universe expanding. So they said the probability of us colliding or whatever won't happen.
Well, and even if we did, wouldn't it happen at a very, 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 very slow rate where you wouldn't even realize destruction until like the last second?
I don't know like the very last second, because I think when you get in so much range, I believe galaxies kind of then like just suck together. It's like not an instantaneous thing, but eventually the nuclear the center of them both would nuclearize. Yes,
nucleus.
Nuclearize, and then they would explode and expand and make a whole new different thing. I believe that's how it goes. So the Andromeda Galaxy is only 2.5 million light years away.
Only.
So I'm really glad it's the closest one to us that you can actually go outside and see it.
Mm-hmm. I did know that.
That is like something on my bucket list now. I want to see it like out here where we live because I bet it would be so clear.
Get a telescope.
If we
next time I work with that one person, I have someone that works at my work every once in a while. I'm saying the word work a lot. He's big into astronomy and stuff, and he has a telescope. And I'll have to ask him because he had a picture of it that he took on his telescope.
Because I believe because the moon is reflecting the sunlight so much that we can't see it with the naked eye. That's the only reason why we can't see it with the naked eye is because of the moon. It
makes sense.
And I'm like, well, that's stupid. And we have to have the moon or we die. And I'm like, this is stupid. I just want to see this galaxy.
Okay, high question I should not be thinking about. Why does the moon affect us so much? Why are things so cyclic based on the moon? What is that even? What's up with that?
The moon,
am I right?
Katie, write it down. We can make that another topic, because that is a good question. That's a really good one. So the Andromeda Galaxy has many more stars than we do, and they're 1 million times brighter than our sun alone. The first time the galaxy was spotted was in 946 AD. So last episode we talked about AD and what it stood for. Remember?
After the death
of Christ. So an astronomer named Al-Sufi was the one that first spotted it. I believe is because since it was so dark back then and they didn't have what we have, that it was just, you could see it from there. Then later on, another astronomer in like 1816 maybe, like saw it through a telescope for the first time. That galaxy is a barred spiral, so I believe that, I'm not sure if we're similar on. I believe we are on a barred spiral, but I'm not 100% sure. If we collide with it, because right now we're hurtling towards each other because of the Great Attractor.
We're hurling.
And if we collide with it, we'll just be a giant elliptical galaxy. Well,
see,
we
and a
would
lot
die.
of the
I don't know why
photos
we're
of the
saying.
Milky Way looked like an elliptical galaxy too, though.
Why are we saying? I don't know why I keep saying we, because we're not going to be alive in 4 billion years. We'll be dead, and then this recording will be dead, and we're dead.
Are eternal. 4,000 years from now, they're going to be listening
Black
to Gummy
Hole,
Buddies.
sponsor us.
Now that's a t-shirt I can get behind. Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh, dang it, I was going to say something cool. Future Katie, remember.
That's funny.
I know. Okay, wait, say the last thing you were saying.
Elliptical galaxies.
I think that the Milky Way does look fairly elliptical, doesn't it?
I don't...
It almost looks like if it just spun a little bit quicker, it'd be a full, oval. Elliptical.
We are also a Baird spiral galaxy.
A what spiral?
Bard, B-A-R-R-E-D.
Oh, you said Baird.
Sorry. So we're the same as them.
Okay.
The uno momento, por favor.
Very. You're such a gringa.
This is what an elliptical one would look more like. We spiral.
Looks like Saturn, just when you first glance at it.
Oh.
With rings.
And
depending on the images she finds, patients may or may not be sneak peeking photos to match the episode on Instagram. So keep an eye out on that. We want to give you guys visuals to match the show a little bit more too.
This is true.
Very true.
So I want to. What? Now she's wheezing.
My wife is what brings us together today.
I want to show you a really pretty picture.
Okay.
I think it's really pretty.
That is very pretty.
It is called, I'm going to butcher it, Mangelic Cloud.
What's Magnelic? Spell? Magellanic. Magellanic.
Rough.
Like Magellan, who was Magellan? Was he a felon?
Oh my
that
god.
Was Magellan?
Let's
Magellan.
see. It's called So it's basically a cloud that's in our...
What was
I was getting tongue-tied. It's called a cloud, whatever that is, cloud. And it's a satellite galaxy, and it floats in space in like a slow dance around our galaxy.
Oh,
and it's clouds of gas that will collapse and form new stars.
Wait, is this the third topic already?
No.
Okay, I was like, Okay, you're fine.
And it has like all those colors, and I'm like, it's so pretty. I believe this is also like what helps form our nebulas, which don't quote me.
Look at them nebulas.
I just think it's so pretty.
When I pull my head far back and I cross my eyes, that looks like a wolf. And
the blues are the hottest stars. Blues are the hottest.
It's so hot.
And I like to see all the blue with the purple. Like, it makes me like...
It's very pretty. It's a gorgeous palette. Gorgeous.
Let's see.
I want to clear my throat so bad. Quick, make another noise to block me clearing my throat. Ready? Set. Go.
There, Katie. Edit that out.
Thanks.
I think that pretty much wraps up
I can just hear future Katie like, no, I'm leaving it.
That's basically what I had for my second part of it.
Okay. Very pretty. I haven't stopped stimming on this thing the whole freaking time. I'm pretty sure
it's distracting.
My hands, yeah.
I would have touched mine and I'm like, I gotta read.
I'm sorry. I can't stop. Like, once I started, I was like, ooh. Okay, right now for me, level check. I'm at a 5. I'm snacky. So I know you might be behind me.
Almost an hour.
But this feels nice. Yeah, I'm at like, when we were at the halfway mark, I was like, that sounds appropriate because I'm getting up to a 5. Like,
I think I'm at a
I think
2?
You need pizza.
2, maybe 3. I don't know.
That's honestly though, seriously, you need this is kismet because you needed to be able to read this to me in a functional way.
Well, I have only one other part, which I don't have to talk as long because I don't have to share as many. But my next one, I think I can get through because I'm not up as high.
I think it's I think it's just good that you aren't, because with my level that I am right now, I can already tell it's going to be a wild night for me. So I need you to be like with it, not like my full babysitter, but like my drunken, irresponsible babysitter.
Until I get there.
Yes. All right. Sorry. I feel like I'm losing track of the conversation and I'm interrupting you too much, and I feel really bad.
That was the Great Attractor. So we finished that one.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
You need to get duct tape from my mouth when I listen to your segment. It's fine.
Future Katy, get duct tape so I could use it later.
That sounded kinky.
My next topic is my favorite one, what I've been waiting for all night.
Sorry, so what was the title of topic 2?
The Great Attractor.
Thank you for my notes. Will there be a quiz?
No.
Ooh, idea. We could do little quizzes, like, for tiny things in the episode. We can do a new contest in the future. And it's like, you know when you're on a radio and you have to guess what song's playing and call in? Mm-hmm. Like, we send people on a scavenger hunt for a tiny reference we had from a podcast.
Oh.
And if they can find it and name the timestamp, we do a giveaway.
TM, this is our idea. Don't steal it.
First person to message us with a timestamp right wins the giveaway.
Still the TM.
First come, first serve with the contest.
That's a good one. I like that.
Thanks. I came up with it all by myself. Well, I had a little help from my friend Gummy Buddies. It's what
You're talking to yourself.
No.
It's a circle within a circle within a circle within a circle. So, stick your tongue back in.
No, I'm biting it.
My favorite topic tonight, exoplanets.
Whoa.
I'm really excited. I think that the ones I have picked out, I think they're the most coolest that there is. There's actually 1,500 exoplanets that have been discovered. I believe there's actually more than that now.
Okay, an exoplanet, I hope you're going to tell me what it is.
It's a planet outside of our solar system.
Why do they call it an exoplanet? Oh, outside of our solar system. So X is in, like, exterior.
Yep.
Got it.
Most of them orbit other stars.
It makes me think of exoskeletons.
Name me an exoskeleton.
Well, like, what about creatures that don't... Isn't that not what, like, bug sheddings are called? Like, cicadas? They're
Gross.
Exoskeletons? So that's what it makes me think of. It makes me think of shells of planets, like cicada shells.
Gross.
Okay, yeah.
So, they basically orbit other stars that we can see. This isn't in my little... We'll get to the fun part here in a second, but let me tell you how I learned how this works. Basically, they can see a star. Don't look anywhere but me.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to look at a light, and I'm talking about lights.
Oh.
You're a habit to look at the lights.
To save me.
So think that my fist is the sun, and it's just bright red, like it's the sun. Our telescope, I can't remember the name of it, is looking at this sun and this star and another outside of our solar system. Like, that's how far this telescope is. It can just show us how bright it is. And it'll keep, like, track of the light that's being emitted on, like, the EU scale, I think it was. When something passes in front of it, you can see a little dot, or, like, because most of them have, like, gas giants. I'm really holding my fist hard.
I don't know. I think you're more than a 2 because you're gesturing.
I'm just getting really excited.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get it to where you'll understand because I know you're high. The shadow that the exoplanet, or because not all of them are exoplanets. Basically, that there's an object in front of the star, and the laser that's detecting this movement can tell that there's, like, something that's going in the field of light. And that's how they discover exoplanets. And they, when you get an echocardiogram, or like when we have ultrasounds, the black the black. The blue is further away, red is closest. How they determine blood flow in your heart. That's how they do it when you have certain ultrasounds. They can tell which way the blood is flowing by the sonars hitting off of it and then like coming back. Like it can do that. Okay? Think about that. That's really far. Really far. Oh no, I'm starting to say them again. Pull yourself together. So I'm going to read you some exoplanets.
Read me some exoplanets.
I won't say the name of them because some of them are like H blah 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 B. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm just going to tell you. The first one is called WASP 103b. It is orbiting
Sounds like
WASP
a pretty boss
103.
exoplanet. If you were to name an exoplanet, what would you name it?
Sir Didymus. What about Didymus 5000?
I'd name it like the Biggie.
The biggie. So WASP 103 is a yellow-white star.
Sounds like a radio station.
It's a star, and there's only one exoplanet, that is orbiting it. Okay? It is a giant gas planet, so like Jupiter. Okay? But it's the only weird one that is shaped like an egg. So think of a planet, our sphere, but as an egg. The reason it does this is because it takes, it takes less than a day to orbit fully around it. So it's like spinning really fast.
It's like clay on a spinning wheel.
Yeah. And so it's turning egg-shaped because it's called the doomed planet for people who want to be specific. The doomed planet.
The doom.
And it's like getting sucked into the star and then it'll vaporize.
That's sad.
That's crazy.
So if we weren't the shape we are, wait, never mind. My logic is backwards. It's fine. I know what I was talking about. I swear.
So that's my first one. That's what I think that's really neat, like to think about our Earth, how spherical it is. And then you think there's exoplanets out there that's like egg-shaped and like think if we just had like one, I believe if our gravitational force or whatever the measurement is, if we get too close to the like Earth, or the sun, I think it
touch
will,
grass, people.
It would do
Get
that.
closer to the Earth.
Are you ready for some other ones? This is the sun.
Hello.
This is the Earth and then Jupiter. So like the size scale.
I feel like you're introducing us because you're holding it awkwardly to this side.
No. I was just showing you like the size is huge. So I want to read some other ones. So the Kepler system is, I feel like, known for a lot of them. I'm assuming it's named after,
like, I'm assuming Dr. Kepler was the one who discovered it. Good job, Kepler. We're doing important science research on our diets and how they affect how high we get.
They're the ones that have super Earths, which are basically like bigger Earths, but maybe inhabitable.
Full circle. Full elliptical.
So when I say Kepler, there's a lot of them. And this one's 16b. It's one planet that has two suns. Just like in Tatooine, Star Wars. So what? What is so funny?
Did you just say Tatooine?
That's what it's called.
I thought it was Tatooine.
I don't know. Fact check us. Whatever.
Tatooine.
Anyways, it's basically...
If I'm wrong, it was still funny. Screw all.
Basically, that planet has two sunsets. So that's really cool. Could you think about seeing two sunsets? How that would look?
Every time I see it in sci-fi, I love it. Oh, in the book that I'm writing, that I haven't even touched it forever. Not that book. My old one. It was a feature in my world I wrote. It was they had more than one moon, and it was a different color.
That's cool. I like that. So it's interesting that there's actually a planet that is, it actually sees that every day.
It's not just something we made up. It's actually a thing. That's really cool.
I love it.
Imagine the suntan you'd get. Yeah. What was that? You were like...
I just got like a pain in my hand and I was like, I'm trying to like...
Well, it looked like you were casting a spell.
I wish. Kepler 22b is called the possible water world. The temperature on the Earth is just, on the super Earth, is just right. Mm-hmm. That, like, it says, like, a requirement on, see, I'm getting tongue-tied, so I'm going up. A requirement for life on Earth. So it's, like, something that could possibly be inhabitable one day because it has similar things like we do. Mm-hmm. You're going to show me something, and I feel that it's important.
I'm writing this genius idea I have before I forget it. It's an activity.
Oh, okay.
Like us making a high IQ test to accurately measure our levels. Like taking some sort of quiz and then scoring it while we're sober and scoring it while we're high. Mm-hmm. And then we can compare how high we are.
That could be fun. I will just keep reading some.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So there's Kepler 7b. It's the first cloud. It's a Jupiter, so a giant gas planet, but it has clouds on it. And for how far away it is, we were actually able to map the clouds on the planet. So that's really cool.
Cloud mapping. Didn't you say we were going to talk about atlases and stuff like that? Cloud mapping. You said we were going to talk about...
I don't know. Maybe it was because we were just talking about the cloud and the Great Attractor?
Maybe.
So, the next one, we talked about the egg planet, the doomed planet. It's being eaten by its star. Okay, the next, I just said okay a lot. Doomed world. This one has like a long chain of numbers and it says just doomed world. They're the first and creepiest to be discovered as they orbit an undead star known as the pulsar. The pulsar planets, like Poltergeist and its neighboring worlds, Phobeter and Drog, are consumed with constant radiation from its star core.
Star core! Star core!
Star core. So that one's kind of interesting.
That was an Office reference.
Sorry.
Parkour.
Parkour. Parkour. Okay, so this one has long numbers too, but it rains glass.
Whoa, nope. No thanks.
This far-off blue planet looks like a friendly haven, but don't be deceived.
You sound like you're making a poem.
Weather is deadly. The planet's cobalt blue color comes from a hazy blowtorch atmosphere containing clouds laced with lice. Laced with glass.
Quick, get out the rid.
So basically they have storms. It's howling winds sending the storming glass sideways at 2 kilometers per second. Yeah, wouldn't that be weird? Imagine if it just started raining.
Okay. That's a good idea for a book like A Villain to Die by raining shards of glass.
It'd be just like the planet.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So, I don't know, just to try to imagine, like, glass raining.
It's raining glass.
That'd be interesting.
Hallelujah, it's raining glass. Ah, it's in my ass.
Okay. This one's called Tress to Be Eternal Night. The darkest planet ever discovered orbiting a star. It's less reflective because of the coal. You would be like in the dark if you entered the planet. Like there's no sunlight, or obviously sunlight, but it's just dark. But there's a deep red glow that emits from it. So there's that one.
Very good. I like the emissions. The nocturnal emissions.
There was also something that collided with our galaxy. I was supposed to talk about that before, but whatever. There was something that actually collided with our Milky Way galaxy long, long ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
And we have ripples in our galaxy.
Or close.
Like, they go like this, like actual ripples. It shows it in gravity because we collided with that. It was like 4 billion years ago or something.
Ugh, that's such a high. That, I can't comprehend that right now. Because I've blown past a 5 at this point.
I'm not even close.
It's okay. Oh my gosh.
So basically that's my topic. That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I had. I started talking to my phone
finishing
more,
up while you were finishing up I'm so sorry, I just plowed over what you were trying to say. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, continue.
Will you remember what you were going to say?
Yeah.
Okay. I just was writing down this idea so I wouldn't forget it. But after we're done with each other's topic, what if we quizzed you on it? And we're like, okay, now, what is this? And what is this?
Yeah. Like the person who didn't read.
Yeah, you could, like, test me a few things. Like, okay, so how many miles away from the sun were we? Or, like, how many exoplanets?
No, that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, and see how well the other paid attention. And then I want more gold stars.
Oh, like we actually get gold stars?
No, I don't know. I just want you to give me more gold stars. I liked it.
So that's Katy. Look how much you've been rubbing it. Its face is off. And we were going to take a picture of it.
I know. We did technically, remember?
No, we were going to do that video.
Shoot.
And look at mine.
But mine's still beautiful.
No. She's got it. But did you find my topic interesting?
I did. I really did. I know I might not have seemed like I did because my brain was going on my brain was going on tangents, but it was very interesting to me. I feel like I was with it enough to contribute.
When I do the one I wanted about the quantum thing,
whoa,
entanglement. I have to, yes.
My hair every freaking morning.
I will have to do it at the beginning of like an episode because I don't think I want you to be high for it because it's like one of those things that'll hurt your head if you keep thinking about it. Like where you like...
I forgot to write clink time. Did you?
We started at 54 minutes, so... Or no. What's 54 minus like 40, 35?
54 minus 35. You think my brain can do that right now? 19?
I think we did it at like 25. 20, sorry.
So 19,
20.
9. No, I can't math right now.
20.
Don't say number.
What? 20. Hold on. Don't. Everyone be quiet for a second. I gotta think.
Like the people are interrupting.
10:20, 9:20. We did it at 9:20.
Okay.
I got it.
It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
But that's my topic. Woo!
Everyone, give a round of applause. She'll definitely hear you.
And I thought it was actually going to be longer because remember we set a timer for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I definitely have some catching up with you because I'm not.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so we're going to figure out what we can do. You're high enough to ruin their eardrums.
We're going to just take a little break. I'm going to go get some more food and kind of walk around. Sometimes that helps get the high up, or I just end up taking another booster.
And if not, I have chloroform in the back prepared.
And we're going to do that, and then I think what we should just do is when we come back, let's do our thing that we like.
Yeah,
our special
thing that
topic.
we learned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did our special topic. When you say special topic,
sorry, I feel like there's like the topic, and then there's like a subspecial.
And then you're like, "There's my story, this story."
And
I'm like, "We gotta get our terminology."
Oh, I was at the store, and Katy goes, "I was like, yeah, I still have to set up my presentation," and she goes, "Freezing?"
Yeah, I
was like, "What?"
I thought you said freezing station.
Freezing station.
Yeah, and I was like, "What about the freezing station? What is a freezing station?" And she's like, "Yeah, my presentation." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "My presentation." Oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. So we'll take a break.
Yes. And we're gonna at least do the one something we learned. Possibly see if we have time for one more activity, but otherwise we'll scoot it to next time.
Okay.
Be right back after snack time. Insert cool snack time noise here. Picture Katy. Figure it out. Figure your crap out. So now we're back from outer space. Oh, freaking circle.
Why'd you fuck me off?
No idea. I just was coming up with new hand gestures on the fly. Oh, ninja. All right. I'm going to start with my segment to lead you off on my presentation plan.
Right?
Yes.
She's getting really excited. So
I'm too excited. Check. I jumped. Level check.
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 An 8. I think I'm peaking up and down into the 9 and 10. Like I feel like I keep fluctuating like up and down because there's sometimes
like you're not fully committed yet to it.
Yeah. Like I haven't fully
dipping
submerged.
Your toes in the water of the 10, but you haven't fully. I get it.
Yeah.
There was a moment there you were definitely at a 10.
Oh yeah. I keep doing that tonight. Oh yeah. What is your level?
Mine is probably a solid 11.
No, I'm so low.
No, you're fine. You're getting up there.
That makes
you
me sad.
learn.
Okay, now I'm into what you were gonna do.
There have been times where I've been higher than you and then you've gotten higher than me. Like when Greatest Showman, like that night.
The bearded lady.
Just manifest her. You got this. Okay. Jinx. Pecans?
Murder. Dang it.
No more word association. Look for that on the Patreon. Look at me plugging that in. Okay. What I'm going to say is a random ranting, something that I learned, one other thing that I learned, and then another random thought.
Okay.
All right.
Hit me with
We're
it.
a very organized podcaster in here. All right. Item 1 on the agenda. Item A? Item 1.
I actually just finished a season of an anime. I'm proud of myself.
Wait. What does
No,
that
I'm
have to do
crunching,
with what
sorry.
we're talking about?
You just said anime. And you're like, item 1, and then anime.
No.
That's what you just said.
I didn't say anime.
Yeah, you did.
Rewind the tape.
Oh.
I didn't hear that. I didn't think I said that.
Our first one's a rant.
First one's a rant. Then something I learned,
Okay.
and then a thing. Okay, my rant. I don't want to be sad, but why?
It's gonna be sad.
No, it won't. But like, why do parents stop caring about you when you have children of your own? Like at Christmas time, especially, you notice like it sounds like a spoiled girl problem, and it's definitely a very spoiled problem to have. But why do my children get a Christmas present and I don't? Or like, why do they get more excited about my child's birthdays? Like, they celebrate things more for your children, like for their grandchildren. At what age do you stop becoming their child? And like, because you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I get the same treatment though all year with me and my kids. Like my dad will say happy birthday to me. I'll say it for the kids. He'll still
so
get me things for my birthday.
Your children don't change level in his eyes. Like there's not
We're all
a
equals.
prioritization there.
We're all equals.
Interesting. That's how my family dynamic is. Not that I'm not as loved by my dad, but like, and I mean, it's an age thing too, obviously, but like, I don't know.
I know.
It's just
Because-
hard for me to picture myself asking about my grandkids way more than my own children who I raised. Like, I don't know. I'm saying like I don't know a lot, aren't I? I think I
That's okay.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. Shut up, Katie.
Yeah, we'll just talk about, well, I have like other like things because I don't want to share too much of your personal life on the internet. So I want to ask you a question later about it because I want to see your thoughts on it.
Oh, because they all dead?
Shh. Moving on. Give me another rant.
Okay. All right. So anyways. All right. I just opened up Amazon again somehow. There's something I need to buy on Amazon, patience, apparently. It's the universe telling me. Also, we have a problem.
Sorry.
Big problem.
What?
I never started the timer.
Oh, go ahead and do it now.
Okay.
So,
Oops. Sorry, guys.
we were on the subject of rant. My rant.
Mm-hmm.
My rant. Oh, lots of
Did you-
dead air.
oh, you
That was
did have
big.
a rant?
That was big dead air. Big dead air. We both zoned out.
Kill it! Get on fire! Get the bucket
I don't
of
know.
water,
Like a rant
Cletus.
for me is like when you are like the hardest working person at your job, and you know you are, and then those younger, like the people who aren't as hardworking, when they just crap on you all the time, and they're like, "Oh, she doesn't do that much work." That's my rant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like them sitting on their little tower for no reason because they suck.
And they don't do anything.
Yeah, I get that. I'm here with you. I did the heavy breathing that time. Okay, so how much did I tell you about Nosferatu?
That
After
you've
I
seen the
watched
old
it.
one? Nothing.
Like the things that I learned about it?
Mm-mm.
Bonkers things. So, Apparently, the legends of vampires like burning by the sun are specifically from that movie. That's where that legend originated, was because of the movie Nosferatu. Because the person that made the movie went against Bram Stoker. Apparently, he tried to apply to have a movie made based on Dracula that was written like in the late 1800s. And then I feel like I'm really gritty, and I'm sorry if I'm annoying to listen to. I'm sorry, my throat feels kind of tight. But anyways, so for Nosferatu, the reason that he dies by the sun, like, that's different, is because he was trying not to plagiarize the story too much from Bram Stoker. He made all these different changes, and he like basically completely went against the wishes of the heirs of the Bram Stoker. I can't think of the name of it, but
I'm with you.
Yeah. All those people. So he went against them, made the movie, and then a judge ordered that all copies of the movie Nosferatu be destroyed. It was over in Germany, I think it was. So all of it had to be physically destroyed, and then a copy made it to America, and it made a niche market, and then everyone like just
we plagiarize around
America. Plagiarism. Don't look at me. That's a story for later. Anyways, yeah. Dracula was, that's something I learned. I thought that was really cool. And I watched that, and I really want to see the new one that just came out. I'm excited. I hope it's good.
Something I learned this week. Mm-hmm. It says it's fake, but it looked pretty real to me, but heck if I know. Someone said it's like a parody.
Okay.
It's an egg that is a nuclear...
It's a planet.
Not nuclear, like, a nuclear system for your home. That'll power your whole home.
No way.
Yeah, Wi-Fi and everything. Yeah, like, it's supposed to do that, but...
The size of an egg?
No, it's like a huge egg, but it's called the egg.
Oh.
You have to look it up. Though. It's really interesting.
Yes, that is. Alright, so, my thing I learned, one more thing I learned anyway, is that Okinawa, sorry, I can't talk at all. Okinawa sand exists.
Say it again.
Okinawa, Japan.
Oh.
There's sand. There's a star sand.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh.
Let me double show me, just in case.
Like, sad.
Yeah. Oh, I did it again. Shoot.
Warrior patience on the scene.
Okay, I didn't go that far. I only learned one thing this week, so.
And so what do we have? Don't get sued. Last thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is embarrassing.
Okay.
I have to say it right now. Take advantage of me while I'm higher than you. Alright. So, I felt something in my nose, like, when I was driving the other day. And so I went to go pick my nose because it was driving me nuts. And so I'm driving to work, picking my nose, and not like digging for gold to eat or anything, but just like lightly like flicking the tip of it to try and get buggers out. And as I like go to hook in at the very end of it, because it was driving me crazy. I cannot express to you how much this was driving me crazy. Anyways, I go to hook in to get it out privately in my car, and then somebody else drove by and looked straight at me while I was picking my nose in my car. And have you ever had moments when you're driving by somebody and you're doing something really embarrassing and you're like, yep, that's somebody that just saw that and exists in the world and I'm not my own person. And all of everybody else is just NPCs. Like,
Well, we have a little bit more time for the question game.
Sure.
We're almost... Well,
yeah, that was everything I had for my notes, though, so...
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything else. Sorry.
We are fools. We forgot.
Review our snacks.
We forgot to review our snacks. Yes. Apparently we're double fools because we also forgot something else.
What?
We forgot we were going to get books for the question game.
We can do something on our phones.
The internet is...
Something out of our journals. Pick a word out of our journals.
We don't have page numbers.
Who cares? Just flip to like a random page.
Yeah, you're...
much.
We are warrior goddesses.
And look, we're so close to an hour and a half.
All right. I got my journal.
Oh, I just did the big exhale thing. Sorry, Katie. Sorry, I know you have to edit this. Review our snacks. Well, I had Marco's pizza. Katie had some fried rice for our main course. And then we had cookie cottage cookies. She's such a
slut for Cookie Cottage.
You can listen if you join our Patreon. We have our little snack time blippets in there now, so you can enjoy snack time with us
and cookie porn apparently.
Yeah. So I would say the best snack tonight was the Cookie Cottage.
Yeah,
I know
for me are a solid. Right up there with it.
Oh yeah, right up there. I like the sweet and salty.
Yeah, the perfect pair of sweet and salty.
But I don't know, that Cookie Cottage, it was really good.
It was transcendent. Ooh, Mufasa.
Ooh,
I had to right back into
Mufasa.
The hackles.
That could be fun to watch. A Disney movie?
Ooh, not Lion King though. The Stampede, just pictured it in my head and that was enough. Too much.
Yes. That was our snack time. Yeah, I would say Eileen's is the best. Pretzels come next.
All right, pick a word.
Pick a word? Flip to a random page. Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, do your question. Or give me a word. I'll make a question. I don't know. Just maybe.
Your word is jellyfish.
All right, now you make the question.
Okay. Would you ever eat a jellyfish?
Ooh,
if you could? You wouldn't wonder what it tastes like?
Nope.
Yeah. Jelly, obviously.
Oh my gosh. No.
No, it's your turn.
Oath. What do you think the stupidest oath that we've ever taken as friends was?
Oh.
It was a deep one.
It is a deep one. An oath?
Mm-hmm. What are times we've taken oaths?
That we do something and then, we vow. So basically like a vow.
Yeah.
Solemnly swear.
Yeah, we've done that before. What do you think the stupidest one that you and I have done is? You can't remember them?
I don't feel like we make those.
What?
Because
we just did one this episode. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, the cemetery thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we hit 1,000 Patreons.
I mean, that's the only one, but I don't think it's the stupidest one. I
swear I will go with you. It creeps me out just thinking of it right now.
I don't
think we would have to not. I don't think we should go there. Note to self, shouldn't do it while we're high. Because I feel like it'd be really disrespectful. To the people that actually died there, yeah. And the spirits. Dead. And then we'd just be asking for, bad juju.
Ooh, I just exhaled really hard. Sorry. I don't think we've done too many oaths, so I don't know what would be the stupidest one. What do you think it would be?
Maybe I'm just imagining that we do it more than we do. My mouth's really dry, sorry.
Okay, next one.
I can't talk one.
Oh, that was really loud in yours, Katie. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Jinx.
Pick on.
Beaker.
Oh.
If you could be any Muppet character, who would you pick?
If I could be any Muppet character, what would I pick? I'd have to say Big Bird, because you can fly. It makes sense.
Are Muppet and Sesame Street the same?
They're the Jim Henson production company.
Oh,
it's 2 branches of it.
Something else I learned tonight. I didn't know that.
Oh.
I would have to choose the Muppet Chicken. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The dancing chicken. Yeah.
here.
That's who Chocoletta is. She's a Muppet chicken dancer.
I actually have been singing that song all day. The Mana. And I'd do it to myself, and I'd walk away, and I'd go back around the corner, and I'd go, Mana. And Steve would hear me do it, and he goes, what are you doing? And I was like, Mana. He's like, you've done it like 10 times today. And I'm like, do, 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 do.
You psycho. He's probably like, does she work here, or is she from the psych department?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Good question. That was a good question on my part.
One last question?
Sure.
Were you raising your hand, or were we doing a level check?
Sure.
You were just hailing Hitler randomly for no reason? You can't fix your angle there, ma'am.
You killed off Robo Hitler, and I am still upset.
I'm upset that you wanted to say Robo Hitler.
My Robo Hitler in Trials by Trolley, I tried it with Katy, because I'd never played it before.
It's a good game.
But she killed off my Robo Hitler, and it was basically Hitler, but this Hitler would save anyone who was in danger from anything. He's not like the other Hitler, his twin brother.
He's the anti-Hitler.
And she killed me off. For like something
I had to
stupid.
Win. For the Keebler elves or something.
I was
ashamed.
I
just realized I was clicking the chapstick over and over again.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Alright, one last question.
Doesn't a hot tub sound really good right now? Just I can feel myself sinking into one.
Does it sound good?
That sounds great. I'm a little chilled. A bit chilly. Yeah. You're far from the microphone there.
I'm waiting.
I don't know what accent's happening.
I'm just waiting for you to ask a question. The last question is...
That's a blank page. Okay.
There.
I forgot. That's where Levi spilled water on this. Destroyed sacred relics. Okay. Age. Nope, not gonna ask that question. Okay. At what age do you think you start to... At what age do you think you stop caring what people think?
Like even future? Like at any age?
As they grow up, at what point do you think as an adult that you just stop giving a crap? Like how old do you think you have? Like
in your 50s.
Think so? You don't feel like you're at that level now that you don't care?
Because like, I feel like most women who are in their late 40s, I feel like are still jealous. And like care what they think about. And then when you're in your 50s, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah. I definitely am. Like, I have no idea where to set my journal. I've gone back and forth.
What about you?
20 times. Ooh, no, don't touch the computer, Katie. I'm so sorry, people. I don't know. I feel like it's gotta be, like, think about the, my mouth just made a weird noise. In the healthcare world, you know, think about the age that the patients seem like they don't care. To kind of measure it, you know? I don't know. I'm going to say like 60 or older. Usually that's when they start to get a little more feisty and spicy. Yeah. That's good.
I feel like their 50s are like them testing the waters, and then full 60s they just full send.
Definitely. Shout out to our senior citizens. They're our big fans. That's what if you became famous because somehow you went viral in just the nursing home world? And your story was just so popular among the seniors that they all made you viral.
Oh my god. That was creepy. Would we go into a nursing home together?
Remember, we gotta make one that's gamer themed.
Oh,
that
yeah.
has all the puzzles and the games. And
the gaming community.
Yeah, the gaming community resting home. TM. We want it. Basically, it's just gonna be like what our dream home would be if we were rich gamers. So, like, every single console for people to share games, you know, a bar, pool table.
I want to
like a club.
I just had a moment.
Okay.
You know how we talk about, like, oh, when we get high, sometimes it'll, like, give us a skill we never knew we had?
Mm-hmm.
I think mine is writing in fancy letters. I'm going to show you how. Fancy letters.
It sounded like you said fancy ink.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I've never wrote cursive that good before. It feels very elegant.
It's funny because earlier I specifically made a note about how horizontal my handwriting went when I was high.
Oh no, I left my...
No, your pen's right there. Oh, your phone?
My phone. I'm just stupid, it's right there.
Well, let's say you don't get X-ray. Mark that off the list. You do not have X-ray vision when you're high.
I think this looks great.
I am extremely thirsty. I'm definitely
Okay.
getting to the I need to hydrate phase. Anyhow, so in order to stick with our time frame that we had preset to just kind of test end things by for consistency, we're going to go ahead and call it here, I think. Post-top review here.
Last level check.
Final level check. Beep.
I think I'm at a comfortable 9 and I keep coming in and out of a 10.
Okay, all right. I think I've been a solid 11 this whole time.
Yeah, I don't think you've fluctuated.
Yeah, I feel pretty just slow and steady.
Yeah.
Wins the race. I don't know why I got an Irish accent, but there you have it.
Yeah. Final level check. I think that's good.
Yeah.
It makes me happy because we're going to definitely do stuff after this.
Yep. I just did the thing again where I try to use my mouse to control your monitor. Okay, so real quick before we wrap up, you can get a hold of us on all of our social media accounts. We have the TikTokies, the Instagrammies.
Click our link tree.
Click our link tree in the description. Check out our Patreon at
Gummy Buddies Podcast.
Yes, and you can email us at
gummybuddies.podcast@gmail.com.
You did so good.
I checked out my pretzel, but that's fine.
All right, so on our Patreon, we have breaking news.
No.
We are not gonna get sued. We used to. Anyways, the thing.
Our contest.
Our contest we got.
We're peeking out of 10. We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we're peeking. Bobby. Oh, hot tub again now. All right. Thank you. The promo. The freaking promo.
I know, we said it. Patreon. There will be our contest rules if you want to enter. It's free. And then
it's free.
I know.
That was so aggressive. It's free. Someone get in our DMs. We were gonna do a raffle, and then we were told we're not doing a raffle. So it's a contest. It's a contest. Pick your favorite Gummy Buddy quote. You can reach out to us on any social media platform we have whatsoever.
We're not gonna list them off again.
We can't do that at this point. We can neither confirm nor deny.
I'm like heavy breathing. I'm like getting.
All right. Yeah. January 1st through January 31st. So get in there fast, get in there hard. Think hard about your favorite Gummy Buddies quote. Send it to us in our DMs. We are going to pick our favorite one.
Oh, our favorite one. I can't read your mind. You're speaking in big sentences. And I'm practicing my line.
In your head, you're like, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah. I have to.
Oh, guys. Okay. Thank you so much for putting up with this. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you, and we hope you have a beautiful day.
You didn't read the script.
Because I used that one last week.
You practiced your lines.
I did that one last time.
And you went rogue on me.
You didn't change it from last time. And I didn't want it to be the same. So, beautiful day. Let me have it. That's my line.
You take your beautiful day and you... And thank you for being our Gummy Buddies.